What if I told you there's a group of men who can train in freezing mountains, sleep on wooden planks, endure pain most of us couldn't imagine? And yet, they rarely, if ever, get sick. Shaolin monks have baffled doctors for centuries. And today, I'm revealing the ancient secrets behind their almost superhuman immunity. Stick with me, because once you hear this, you'll never look at your own health the same way again. Imagine living in a world where common colds, fevers, or fatigue never slow you down. For Shaolin monks, this isn't a fantasy, it's their everyday reality. While we rely on pills, supplements, and endless doctor visits, these monks thrive on practices that date back over 1,500 years. I've spent weeks digging through medical studies, ancient Shaolin texts, and modern-day monk interviews, and what I found is both shocking and life-changing. Because here's the truth, many of their secrets can be practiced by anyone, even you, sitting at home. Secret number 1. The breath that heals. Picture this. A monk sitting silently at dawn, the mist rolling over ancient temple walls. His body is still, but inside, his lungs are drawing in a powerful rhythm of life. This isn't ordinary breathing, it's Qigong breathing, a sacred practice that has kept Shaolin monks healthy for over 1,500 years. Instead of shallow chest breaths like most of us take while scrolling through our phones, monks inhale deeply into the belly, slowly filling every corner of the lungs. The exhale is just as controlled, long and steady, releasing tension with every breath. In just minutes, their heart rate slows, their blood pressure lowers, and their bodies enter a state of calm that doctors now call healing mode. Modern science has caught up. Researchers at Harvard found that deep breathing activates the vagus nerve, which tells your immune system to reduce inflammation. Think about that. Just by breathing differently, monks are fighting off disease before it even starts. And here's the shocking part. This isn't only about preventing colds or flu. Qigong breathing has been linked to improved outcomes for people with chronic conditions like asthma, hypertension, and even autoimmune issues. The monks believe each breath is medicine, carrying energy called qi into the body. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you truly breathed deep, healing breaths? Most of us live in a constant state of shallow, stressed breathing, and that's why our bodies are always on edge, always vulnerable. But what happens when you combine this healing breath with strict daily discipline? That's where the true transformation begins. Secret number 2, daily discipline that rewires the body. If you've ever struggled to keep a routine, skipping breakfast, staying up too late, or squeezing in a rushed workout, you know how draining inconsistency feels. Shaolin monks don't have this problem. Their lives run on discipline so precise it almost feels military. But here's the surprising truth, that discipline isn't restrictive, it's freeing. Every morning before sunrise, the monastery comes alive. Bells ring, feet hit the stone floor, and monks begin their day exactly as they have for centuries. Meditation, movement, simple meals, all at the same times every single day. And what does this do? Well, it locks their bodies into perfect alignment with nature's rhythms. Science has a word for this, the circadian rhythm. This internal clock governs everything, your sleep, your hormones, even how strong your immune system is. When it's disrupted by late nights, irregular meals, or stress, the body suffers. Studies show that irregular routines weaken immune defenses, increase inflammation, and even raise cancer risk. But the monks? Their routines never waver. By living with structure, their bodies stay in balance. Their immune system is always primed, always ready. It's why they can train in freezing mountains or sweltering heat without falling sick. And here's where it gets fascinating. Discipline doesn't just rewire the body, it transforms the mind. When your life has order, you free yourself from decision fatigue, stress, and chaos. You have energy left for growth, learning, and strength. Now imagine what would happen if you introduced just one monk habit into your life. Waking at the same time every day, or eating meals consistently. Small changes like these reprogram your body on a cellular level. But of course, routine alone isn't enough. The next secret reveals how monks forge bodies so resilient they're compared to steel. Secret number 3, training the body like steel. Most of us go to the gym to lose weight, stay flexible, or maybe fight off aging. For Shaolin monks, training isn't about appearance, it's about becoming unbreakable. Their martial arts are not mere performance, they are survival, discipline, and medicine all rolled into one. Step inside a Shaolin training hall, and you'll see the unimaginable. Monks holding the horse stance, legs bent low, body trembling, for what feels like an eternity. Others strike sandbags with their bare hands until their skin toughens like leather. Some balance on wooden poles, moving gracefully while defying gravity. Why put themselves through this? Because stress, when applied the right way, makes the body stronger. Their intense training triggers what scientists call hormesis, a process where controlled stress boosts resilience. Just like lifting weights strengthens muscles, Shaolin training strengthens immunity. Each punch, each stance, each acrobatic flip releases natural killer cells, your body's soldiers that hunt viruses and fight cancer cells. Secret number 4, the food of simplicity. Walk into a Shaolin dining hall and you won't find meat-heavy buffets, sugary drinks, or processed snacks. Instead, you'll see bowls of rice, steaming vegetables, tofu, and herbal soups. Their diet is simple, plant-based, and healing. At first glance it might seem too plain. But hidden in this simplicity is the secret to their longevity. Plant-based meals are loaded with antioxidants, compounds that fight inflammation, repair damage, and keep the immune system strong. And inflammation, as modern doctors confirm, is the root of most chronic diseases, heart problems, diabetes, even cancer. Monks avoid excess. Rarely do they consume meat, almost never refined sugar, and processed foods are unheard of. By doing so, they avoid the silent poisons that weaken immunity in the modern world. Secret number 5, the mind-body connection. In the monastery courtyard, after hours of training, monks sit cross-legged in perfect silence. Their eyes are closed, their faces calm, their breathing steady. To an outsider, it may look like just sitting. But in reality, this is the most powerful immune practice they have, meditation. Stress is one of the biggest killers in modern life. It raises cortisol levels, disrupts sleep, weakens immunity, and slowly chips away at the body's ability to heal. Shaolin monks knew this long before science caught up. Their answer? Master the mind, and the body will follow. Daily meditation lowers cortisol, calms the nervous system, and increases immune cell activity. Neuroscientists have even found that long-term meditators show thicker brain regions linked to focus and emotional control. In other words, they've literally rewired their brains to resist stress. Secret number 6, nature as medicine. High in the mountains, far from polluted cities, Shaolin monks live in constant touch with nature. Fresh air, flowing rivers, towering trees. This is their medicine. And science is beginning to understand why this matters so much. When monks train barefoot on the earth, they're grounding themselves, absorbing natural electrical charges from the soil that reduce inflammation. When they breathe mountain air, they inhale cleaner oxygen that revitalizes cells. When they walk through forests, their immune systems surge with strength. Japanese researchers call this practice forest bathing. In studies, just a few hours in the woods increased immune cell activity by 50%, and the effects lasted for weeks. Imagine what decades of living this way does to a Shaolin monk's body. Their belief is simple: nature heals what modern life destroys. They know that silence, fresh air, sunlight, and trees aren't luxuries, they are survival. And when combined with their other practices, this connection to nature completes the circle of immunity. Think about your own life. How often are you stuck indoors under artificial lights, staring at screens, breathing recycled air? It's no wonder stress, fatigue, and illness feel constant. The monks remind us that healing is waiting right outside our doors. So, why do Shaolin monks never get sick? It's not magic. It's not some secret pill. It's the way they live, through the breath that heals, the discipline that strengthens, the training that hardens, the food that nourishes, the mind that calms, and the nature that restores. Their lives are proof that health isn't found in quick fixes but in daily choices. And here's the beautiful truth: you don't need to move to a monastery in China to benefit. You can start today. Breathe deeply, create a routine, eat mindfully, step into nature, Meditate for 5 minutes. Each choice brings you closer to the immunity and resilience that monks enjoy. If this video opened your eyes, I'd love to hear from you. Which secret spoke to you the most? The breath, the food, or the meditation? Drop a comment below. And if you're ready to challenge yourself, try living like a monk for 1 week and share your experience. Don't forget to subscribe, because in my next video I'll be breaking down the Shaolin Monk morning routine that supercharges their day. Trust me, you'll never look at mornings the same way again. Until then, remember this: the greatest medicine isn't in a bottle, it's in the way you live your life.